Hi everyone, today's unboxing is for a book haul. This is my March 2024 book haul from Book Outlet. If you've watched any of my past videos, you will know that Book Outlet is one of my favorite places to buy discount books from. I try to be really good about only hopping on their website every once in a while because I can go nuts when I'm on their website because they've always got deals going on and there's always something that I want to buy. But every once in a while I hop on, I find a bunch that I want, I go ahead and I do a haul and I share them here with you. Okay, so today's haul, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books. The shipping was free because I think their minimum is $35. I ordered 10 books. All of them were $5.99 each. That was the particular sale going on. And so I paid just under $60 also with tax. It got to me in 8 days, which is a great amount of time. So let's dive in and see what we got. Now I will say right up front that I've only taken out there was an exterior clear plastic wrapped around it and I took off my labeling address, but I did not open it up completely. So this is going to be loud. So I apologize in advance, but let's dive in and open it up. Now I'm going to have to move the box because the box is big. At some point I'm going to move the box completely off of this table because there's just going to be too many books. But right now we'll just dive in and I'll pull books out and I'll tell you about them. Okay, so all of the books, before I get started, let me just say that I know I said $5.99. All of the books are trade paperbacks. Those are the larger paperbacks versus mass market, which are the smaller ones. Mass market, like Harlequin, Cozy Mysteries, those are mass market. This is trade paperbacks, so they're larger. Trade paperbacks typically go anywhere from like $12 to $20. So $5.99 for new, and they're remainders, so they're new, but you get a discount because they've come back from, the remainders are typically when they've sent the books to places like Barnes & Noble, and they didn't sell there, so they'll mark them and then they'll ship them off to discount booksellers like Book Outlet. So they haven't been read, so they're new. And I don't mind the little mark at the bottom. All right, so the first book I have is The Sisters of Seaview by Julie Klassen. It is book 1 in On Devonshire Shores series. It is published by Bethany House. It is a Christian historical fiction. And I actually have the second book in this series. I am a big series reader. I love standalone stories, but I also really love series. But I'm really picky because I've been burned by reading parts of a series and having like a cliffhanger, or worse, it's so long between the books that I forget some of the characters. So I like the experience, especially when the characters are pretty connected between the books. I like having that experience of reading, if I can, one right after the other in a series. So a lot of times, unless I'm doing some reviewing or something, I try to have all of the series before I start reading them. So I say that because that particular book is the first in a series where I've got book 2, and I don't think book 3's come out yet. Okay. Then I have Irene Hannon's Windswept Way. This is a Hope Harbor novel. I think this is book 8 in the series. This is a Revell published Christian contemporary romance. I have almost all of them in the series. As you can see here, it's a long back list. Irene also writes romantic suspense, but this is contemporary romance. I think almost all of these. This one, The Windswept Way, is the newest one. And I've read one of them. And I did that for a review. Otherwise, I would have waited till I had them all. There is a character I understand that I met in the book I read who actually shows up in all of the books. So, but that one I got because that was the latest one. Okay. And then I have a hardcover of Thomas Kincaid's Cape Light series, One Bright Christmas, written by Catherine Spencer. Catherine and Thomas Kincaid started off writing this series, and then he passed away, and I think she ghost wrote the beginning, and so she just kind of went on with the series. So this is a hardcover. I got a hardcover because I have read the first like 6 books in the series, and so I'm trying to, this one's not I'm waiting for all the series. This is, I just haven't gotten around to reading the rest of them. So I didn't have a few of them in my library, and I got them in hardcover because they are keepers. So I wanted nice sturdy hardcovers. I had to move my box. Okay. Then I have, keeping with the books I don't have from that series, I got another hardcover, and this is When Christmas Comes in Thomas Kincaid's Cape Light with Catherine Spencer. These they have some romance in them, but they're really they're about the town of Cape Light and the people. So, all right. Then I have The Words We Lost by Nicole Deese. This is published by Bethany House. It is a contemporary romance. I love Nicole's stories. I've read, I think 2 of hers, and this is her latest one. They're very nicely written, inspirational romance stories. I love the depth of her characters. All right. And then I have a 3rd book in the Cape Light series. You can see I was a little behind here because they publish, or used to, I'm not sure if they're doing it anymore, but they used to publish like once a year at Christmas time. This is A Christmas Secret, also in the Cape Light series. Actually, I'm going to look this one up to see if they say. I got One Bright Christmas. Is that on here? So One Bright Christmas is afterwards. So you can see how long this list is. And I have almost all of them. I was just missing like the last, I want to say the last 4 or 5. So I think I've got 1 or 2 more I need to get in the series. All right. Then I have Pretty Little Pieces. This is written by Carmen Schober. This is a Bethany House release. It is a contemporary fiction. And this one, I love the cover. But I also liked, this is a kind of a TV couple like Chip and Joanna Gaines. Their life is falling apart off camera. They do like flipping houses and stuff. So I just like the premise of it. I've not actually read anything by Carmen, but I've heard some good buzz about her books. Okay, and then I have Rosanna M. White's Worthy of Legend. This is The Secret of the Isles, book 3. It's Bethany House published. This is historical romance, Christian historical romance, and I have the first 2 books in that series, which is, I love Rosanna White's writing. She writes complex characters. She puts them in all kinds of historical trouble. And there's deep inspirational thread throughout her novels. They're very well written. Recommend her, definitely. Okay, and then I have His Delightful Lady Delia by Grace Hitchcock from the American Royalty series, book 3, published by Bethany House. This is a historical romance, Christian historical romance. This is the 3rd in the series. I have the other 2, so that now completes that series. I can actually go and read them. And I've not read Grace's books yet. Like I said, I've been waiting to get all the series to read it. But I do love Jen Turano. I read her books every time they come out. I'm actually on some of her launch teams when she releases books. And she writes like early 1900s Christian historical romance. And they are very funny. Jen's got such a fabulous sense of humor. And her characters, she doesn't just put her characters in bad circumstances. She puts them in weird ones. freakishly humorous, weird ones. I always laugh out loud when I read her stories. Well, I didn't mean to digress, but the reason I mention that is because I understand that Grace's kind of have that similar flair to them that Jen's do. So I'm hoping so because I love Jen's so much. Okay, and then I have Roseanne M. White's Yesterday's Tides, Bethany House Fiction. This is also Christian historical fiction, romance, I think. This one, I'm not sure if this is a series one. I think this might be... I'm going to look and see. I think this one is a standalone. And this one, unlike her historical ones, this one's a historical one as well, but it's a dual timeline. 2 different historical time frames. So that's a little unusual for her. All right. So I think that's all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was everything that I got in my book outlet haul for March of 2024. So if you like this video, please take a moment to hit the like button down below. And also, if you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, it'll let you know when I post my unboxings of my subscription boxes or my hauls. And I love your comments. I read and respond to them all. Let me know, what did you think of the selections? Have you read anything by any of these authors? Is there anything that you've read and you're like, oh, you've got to read that one. I loved it. Have you read the Cape Light series? I haven't read it in many years because I've been trying to collect them basically, but I'm going to need to go back at some point and reread them because I remember really enjoying the town of Cape Light from the first books. So that what do I think? I usually tell you what I think of the box. Well, this one was, I ordered everything. So I pretty much am excited about it all. I knew I was going to love it all. But I really enjoy sharing with you. If you see something that you like, please go out and support these authors and buy these books and read these delightful stories and, escape into worlds of fiction that are, well, there's just no words for it sometimes. Sometimes we just need to escape, right? As far as the company is concerned, bookoutlet.com, definitely recommend them. I don't recommend them if you have trouble holding yourself back from buying books. If you have that trouble, you might not want to go onto their website. And you might not want to sign up for their newsletter because they get you. They send emails all the time. I always have to, sometimes I just delete the emails before I even can look at them because they're like, Lorraine, there's a sale going on and I know I'm in trouble the moment I go click into the website and start looking at the sales. I'm in trouble. So if you have trouble with willpower and keeping from buying books at discounted prices, yeah, you may want to avoid that. But if you're looking for, even not for you, I mean, there's all kinds of genres. There's kids books, YA books, adult books, all different genres. There's fiction, there's nonfiction. They have a bunch of different things. They're for readers of all types and ages. They've got something for everybody. And because they are an outlet store, they get so much stock in, and when it's gone, it's gone. So they always have rotating stock. So kind of like going into a thrift store every week, you can always get different things to buy. So, and I will tell you also, if you go and look, if you see a book within their website and you go and look at the detail of the book, they will tell you if they've got 25 plus in stock, or if they've got less than 25, they'll actually tell you how much they've got in stock, which is a great thing too, because if you're on the fence about buying something and you go in and you see that it has 25 plus sitting out there, it's like, no big deal, I can wait for a little bit. But if you go in and there's like 5 books left, you're probably going to want to jump on buying that particular book at that time. So, and you can earn points from your purchases, and you get free shipping for over $35. And yeah, so I love this website. I definitely recommend it. And that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching. You guys are awesome. Have a great day.